I was trying to fix a leaky faucet the other day, and it really hit me. You know how much I rely on like this invisible network of plumbing in my house? It's like until it breaks, I don't even think about all the pipes and valves and stuff
Yeah.
delivering clean water right to my sink. It's just there.
Right.
And it got me thinking about all the other technologies we kind of take for granted in the same way.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it, that it speaks to, I think, what we're talking about today, this idea of hedonic adaptation,
Okay.
which is, based on this article, humans taking technology for granted that you shared.
Right.
It's this psychological phenomenon where we essentially just get used to things over time, no matter how incredible they are.
So are you saying that our brains are basically wired to eventually find even the most amazing things, like instant communication with anyone on the planet? Totally normal.
Exactly. Like, think about the first time you used a smartphone to, like, video chat with someone far away.
Yeah,
It probably felt magical, right?
it did.
And now it's just another Tuesday. And this adaptation, it's not a bad thing. In fact, it's actually crucial for our survival.
Right.
We can't be constantly in awe of everything, right?
Right.
Our brains need to kind of filter out the constant stimuli so we can focus on what's new or what might be a threat.
That makes sense. But how does this invisibility cloak that technology seems to wear affect our relationship with it? Especially when it comes to things like, resource consumption or even the potential downsides.
That's a great question, and I think that's where these hidden costs come in.
Okay.
When we stop noticing the technology, we often stop kind of questioning its impact.
Okay.
Like, take smartphones again.
Right.
They're sleek and powerful, but they rely on this really complex global supply chain, involving rare earth minerals and energy consumption and manufacturing processes that we rarely even consider.
Right.
We become blind to the resources involved, the potential ethical implications of, production. And even the security risks that are associated with constantly sharing our data.
So we're trading awareness for convenience in a way.
It's, I think, a fair assessment.
Yeah. It's like we're so focused on what technology does for us that we forget to ask how it works and what the broader implications might be.
Precisely. And that lack of awareness, can make us vulnerable in ways we might not even realize.
Okay.
The article mentioned cybersecurity as a prime example.
Right.
We entrust our devices with so much sensitive information, but we rarely think about the potential for breaches until it's too late.
Yeah, it's like leaving your front door wide open just because nobody's tried to break in yet.
Right.
Not exactly a sound security strategy.
Right.
But then how do we balance this need for convenience with a healthy dose of awareness?
Yeah.
It feels like kind of a paradox.
It is a paradox. It is a paradox. And it's one we face increasingly as technology advances. Think about GPS for a moment.
Okay. So we use it all the time to get around, but honestly, I have no idea how it actually works.
Yeah, most people don't. And that's precisely the point. GPS relies on this network of satellites and complex algorithms, and even Einstein's theory of relativity to pinpoint your location.
Wow.
The marvel of engineering and science.
Yeah.
But we just take it for granted.
Yeah.
We complain when it takes us on a slightly longer route, but we rarely stop to consider the sheer ingenuity behind it.
It's like we've become so accustomed to the magic that we've forgotten to be amazed by it.
Exactly. And that brings us to, I think, an important question. What happens as even more advanced technologies become commonplace?
Okay.
Artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, quantum computing. Will they also fade into kind of the background noise of our lives?
Yeah, it is a bit unsettling to think about. Will we just shrug at self-driving cars the way we do at microwaves today?
It's certainly possible. And that invisibility, while it might seem like a mark of progress, can also have unintended consequences.
Really?
When we don't see the technology, we tend to overlook its potential impact, both positive and negative.
Can you give me an example? I'm trying to wrap my head around that.
Sure, consider social media.
Okay.
It's this incredibly powerful tool for connection.
Right.
But it also shapes our behavior in ways we might not even realize.
Yeah.
Algorithms curate what we see, what we read,
Right.
what we think about.
Right.
And this can create these filter bubbles or echo chambers, reinforcing our existing biases without us even realizing it.
So you're saying that we might be losing some of our agency, our ability to think critically and form our own opinions, simply because we're not aware of how these algorithms are working behind the scenes.
Exactly. And it's not just about the algorithms themselves. It's about the vast amounts of data that we're constantly feeding into these systems.
Yes.
Our preferences, our locations, our online interactions. All of this information is being collected and analyzed, often without our explicit consent or even our awareness.
So it's not just that technology is becoming invisible. It's that our data, our digital selves are becoming invisible too.
Right.
And that raises some serious questions about privacy and control and the potential for manipulation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is why it's so crucial that we develop a more critical awareness of the technologies we use and the data that we share.
Okay.
It's not about rejecting technology altogether or becoming paranoid.
Right.
It's about understanding how these systems work and making informed choices about our relationship with them.
But isn't some level of technological invisibility necessary for progress? Like if we had to think about the complexities of every single piece of technology we use, wouldn't our lives just grind to a halt?
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
We need a certain level of trust and automation for technology to function effectively.
Right.
We can't be constantly second-guessing every algorithm or questioning every piece of data that's being collected.
Right.
But we also can't afford to be completely passive, to simply accept this invisible hand of technology without any critical reflection.
So how do we find that balance? How do we cultivate a healthy level of awareness without getting bogged down in the complexities?
It starts by being more intentional about our technology use. Ask yourself questions like, what data am I sharing and who has access to it? How are algorithms shaping my online experience? What are the potential consequences of this technology, both positive and negative?
It sounds like it's about shifting from a mindset of passive consumption to one of active engagement.
Precisely. It's about reclaiming our agency, our ability to shape the technological landscape rather than simply being shaped by it.
Okay.
And that starts with recognizing the invisible forces at play and making conscious choices about how we interact with them.
So this isn't just about appreciating cool gadgets. It's about becoming more informed and responsible citizens in this increasingly technological world.
You've hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
Technology is not just something external to us. It's deeply intertwined with our lives, our societies, our very identities. And the more we understand that interconnectedness, the better equipped we are to navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead.
Okay. I'm starting to see that the real inconvenience isn't about losing technology. It's about losing sight of its impact. But how do we actually put this into practice? How do we break out of this cycle of complacency and start noticing the invisible? It feels like we've been focusing a lot on the downsides of this invisible technology. Is there a way to reclaim that sense of wonder without, ignoring the challenges?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not about rejecting technology or longing for a simpler time. It's about cultivating a more mindful approach, a sense of appreciation for the ingenuity that often goes unnoticed.
So how do we actually do that? Where do we even begin?
It can be as simple as just paying attention. The next time you use your phone, take a moment to consider the intricate network of satellites and cell towers that make that call possible.
Right.
Or when you turn on a light switch. Think about the complex infrastructure that brings electricity to your home.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned GPS earlier. I was reading that it actually relies on atomic clocks and Einstein's theory of relativity to function accurately. It's mind-blowing.
Right.
And yet we just use it to find the nearest coffee shop.
Exactly. It's about shifting our perspective a little bit. Looking beyond just the everyday function of a technology to see the deeper layers of innovation and human effort that went into it.
So instead of just complaining about traffic, maybe we should marvel at the fact that we can travel across vast distances in relative comfort and safety, thanks to, the internal combustion engine and paved roads and traffic management systems.
Precisely. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of things, the invisible networks that support our modern lives. And once we start seeing those connections, it's hard not to feel a sense of awe and wonder.
Okay, I'm starting to get it. It's not about living in a constant state of wide-eyed wonder. It's more about cultivating a deeper awareness, a sense of gratitude for the incredible things we often take for granted.
Yeah. And that awareness can be incredibly empowering. When we understand how things work, we're better equipped to make informed choices about the technologies we use and the future we want to create.
So this isn't just about appreciating cool gadgets. It's about becoming more conscious citizens of this technological world. We have a responsibility to understand the tools we're using and their potential impact.
Exactly. And that responsibility extends beyond just our individual choices to the broader societal conversations we need to have about the role of technology in our lives. What values are we embedding in these systems? What trade-offs are we making? Who benefits and who might be left behind?
Yeah, those are big questions. But it feels like this shift in perspective, this ability to see the invisible, is a good starting point.
It is. And it's a journey we can all embark on. Starting today, next time you encounter a piece of technology, whether it's a smartphone or a traffic light or a vaccine, take a moment to consider the ingenuity behind it, the people who made it possible, and the impact it has on your life.
So it's about choosing to be amazed, to see the extraordinary in the ordinary.
And who knows, that simple act of noticing might spark a curiosity, a desire to learn more, to delve deeper into the wonders that surround us.
Well, I think that's a perfect note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of invisible technology.
It's been my pleasure, and remember, the world is full of wonders, both seen and unseen. Keep exploring and keep questioning.
And to everyone listening, we challenge you to find something you take for granted and take a moment to appreciate the magic behind it. We'll catch you next time on The Deep Dive, where we explore the hidden depths of the world, one fascinating topic at a time.